How's it going, everyone? This is Israel, your loan officer down here in Southern California. Today is February 4th, 2021. All right, guys, hot off the presses. We have today's unemployment report from the U.S. Department of Labor. Now, this report I was really waiting for. And in it, you and I are going to be covering the impact that this report of new filings will have on your part of the woods. So if you're an investor or homeowner thinking about where your next investment might be, then stick around as we will see what regions in the greater part of the U.S. are showing finally signs of their great awakenings when it comes to their economies. All right, so let's begin. Bloomberg, applicants for U.S. state unemployment benefits fell last week to the lowest levels since the end of November, a sign that job cuts are starting to slow as COVID-19 infections ease. Initial jobless claims in regular state programs decreased by 33,000 to 779,000. And if we take a look at the graph here, back in March and April, obviously we all know what happened, right? The whole COVID-19. I mean, we had surpassed the 1 million mark. I mean, and it just kept going down. This thing was looking like a skyscraper. And then all of a sudden, it started showing signs of, coming down. And then September, October, November, here's what's important. Yes, the number is extremely high still. But if you take a look, there is a pattern here. All of a sudden, after 6 months, they consider it a really solid pattern that things are finally beginning to take shape as far as the economy coming back to a normal stage. Obviously, it's going to be a whole different economy, but signs and the numbers show that we're at least taking a really slow landing. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take that 779 number and we're going to break it down depending on what region of the U.S. you are currently located. All right, so let's jump on to the next infographic. Again, this is from the U.S. Department of Labor. 779,000. Let's break it down. Okay, we're going to start with the west side. 132,000 new applicants. That's a decrease of 7% from the 142,000 from the previous report. Okay, now moving on to the next one, we have the Midwest. Again, by far, negative 27. That's a great improvement. 189,000 versus 259,000 applicants, applying for unemployment. And the South, obviously, they don't stay behind. 204,000 new applicants. That's a decrease of 7%. 218, that was the number that had shown on the previous report. And the ugly duckling, as always, the Northeast. I don't know if you saw the video where we basically broke down, again, using the same map, but as far as new permits for new constructions of homes. I don't know what's going on over in the Northeast, but these guys are just like lagging it. Right now, they're showing 231,000 new applicants for unemployment. That's an increase of 5%. Now, you would think, okay, well, it's 5%, but take a look at the number, 231,000. Just on the west side alone, California, one state, you're talking about 32 million population, give or take. And we're averaging, 132? So, don't know what's going on. I'm probably going to run the numbers and see what's exactly happening over there. Obviously, I kind of know in a way. We obviously have the technology, right? Silicon Valley, all that sector on the west side, and now moving over to Texas. And so there is that growth both on the south and on the west side of the U.S. So hopefully new technologies, new companies are going to be moving over to that part of the area. But again, if you're an investor and you're thinking about, okay, where should I position myself? You could definitely see, on top of my mark is the Midwest, probably followed by the South, obviously. And then if you still want to stick around here on the West, enjoy this beautiful weather of Southern California, then so be it. But right now, I think the one that I would definitely keep an eye on is the Midwest. Housing is extremely affordable. Employment numbers are obviously coming down. And again, if you are an investor or if you're a homeowner thinking about and you live in one of these really high-end states such as California, Florida, New York, then probably you might want to keep an eye on the Midwest. I know a lot of people are moving from the New York area down to Florida. There was an article that came out that was pretty interesting. A lot of billionaires moving out. So, okay, Moving on to the next section, let's talk about mortgage-backed securities. We closed the day with -3. Remember, if this is your first time, every time you hear good news in the stock market, that's bad for us, because that basically drives our mortgage rates to go ever so high. Now, what we want is we want to see that negative news, but sadly, today it was pretty decent, -3. It wasn't so bad. So let's go take a look at how that reflected on today's mortgage rates. We're going to start with the conventional loan. Now, this is going to be for a 30-year fix, and it requires you to have a 20% down payment for you to take advantage of these rates that I'm about to show you right now. Again, if this is your first time, you can pause the video. These are the rates that I'm offering you as of today versus the ones that I was offering yesterday. I kind of like to do the before and after, so you can kind of see where the trend is going, okay? And down below, if you look down here, it says FICO score 740 plus. These banks are offering these rates right now if you have a FICO score above 740. You can pause the video and do comparisons, compare apples to apples, and see where we stand. As you can see, we're pretty competitive. Now let's move on to the other program. This is by far the entry level program. I would say 90% of the people that are going to purchase their first home, this is the one to keep an eye on. FHA, 30-year fix, and it only requires a 3.5% down payment. Again, pause the video. These are our rates today, February 4. The ones that kind of just seemed a little bit of a hike were the people with the 660 FICO scores. Now, same deal, right? These banks are offering you, let's see, Quicken Loans is offering you a 2.625. What are we offering you? We're offering you a 2.625 as well, but take a look at what FICO score you need. You just need a 660 FICO score. You don't need that 740. So again, just keep an eye on that. I mean, what can I say? 740, if you have that type of score, I can definitely lock you in at a 2.375. That's extremely, extremely competitive. All right, guys, to finalize this video, I'd like to thank you for your time. I had a great time yesterday with some family members, Nuri and Julio. I really like to thank you guys. Conversation was awesome. Extremely, extremely productive as far as them giving me support on this channel and just some feedback. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it, guys. And as you can see, hopefully I did take those notes and I'm applying them. So I'll give you guys a call later to see how I did. All right. For all the homeowners out there, for all the people that are thinking about, putting their house on the market, give us a call. We have a great team of realtors, really professional people that will put together a report and will just give you the numbers, right? Everything has to do with the numbers. We want you to feel comfortable that you're doing the best and taking the best decision that you can when it comes to your home. Us here, we're just a co-pilot. We're just helping you glide and guide that plane to what's going to be the best landing for you. So all you got to do is give us a call at 661-388-7667. And for everyone that's thinking about refinancing or maybe making that step to finally purchasing your home, definitely take advantage of these rates. All you got to do is just give me a call. You got the number 661-388-7667, or just shoot me a text if you don't want to talk. I definitely do text as well. Lastly, may God bless you. May God bless our great nation, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.